Chosen ones, stop scrolling right now. You need to lock your attention on this message. The universe did not bring you here by coincidence, and the algorithm has absolutely nothing to do with this exact moment in time. You have been crying in secret. You have been asking heaven why it hurts so much. I am here to give you the answer. You trusted a man who completely shattered your reality. You gave him your pure energy. You poured your light into his dark spaces, and in return he left you feeling entirely empty. You sit alone in your room and wonder what you did wrong. You replay every single conversation in your mind, desperately searching for the exact moment you made a mistake. But listen carefully. You made absolutely no mistake. The pain sitting heavy on your chest is not your fault. It is a spiritual attack. He did not hurt you because you were weak. He hurt you because your light was too bright for his unresolved shadows, and he could not handle the spiritual authority you carry. You are a masterpiece of the Creator. Your spirit is rare, and that kind of purity always attracts people who want to consume it. Think about the exhaustion you have felt lately. Your body feels completely drained. You wake up tired even after sleeping for 8 solid hours. This is not normal sadness. You are not losing your mind. Your spirit is simply exhausted from fighting intense battles in the unseen realm, because you acted as a spiritual shield for a man who did not appreciate you. You absorbed his chaos so he could have temporary peace. You took on his heavy energy, and when he felt better, he walked away. It feels incredibly unfair. It feels like heaven allowed you to be destroyed while he gets to live his life without any consequences. But I need you to take one deep breath slowly. Drop your tense shoulders right now. The story does not end with your broken heart. Heaven watched every single tear you cried for him. The universe recorded every lie he told you. You thought your silence meant he got away with it. You thought he won because he looks happy on the outside, posting pictures and acting like nothing happened. But the divine timing is always perfect. A massive shift just happened in the unseen realm, and the tables are turning in your favor. There is a very specific reason why your life has felt so strange recently. While you were busy crying, the universe was busy preparing his karma. What I am about to reveal will finally make sense of everything you went through, and it will explain why the doors had to close so violently. You are about to witness the vindication that God promised you. But you must understand the spiritual law of consequences. When a man intentionally hurts a chosen woman, he triggers a spiritual alarm. He does not just hurt a normal person. He touches someone marked by heaven, and that comes with a very heavy price that he will be forced to pay in full. You are a discerning warrior. You are a cycle breaker. Your energy is completely protected by the divine. Anyone who tries to steal it will face the ultimate backlash. Right now, you might feel like you are at the lowest point of your life. You feel isolated from your friends. You feel like nobody understands the depth of your betrayal, so you keep your mouth shut and suffer in complete silence. But this isolation is not a punishment. It is a divine quarantine to protect your frequency. The universe is separating you from his toxic energy. You are being hidden for a reason. Do not try to reach out to him. Do not seek closure from a man who is committed to misunderstanding you. The closure is coming directly from the spirit realm. There are 7 specific things that will happen to him. These are not random events. They are calculated spiritual responses to the pain he caused you, and they are already starting to unfold right beneath the surface. You need to stay with me until the very end of this message. If you click away, you might miss the exact instruction heaven is giving you right now. You need to know how to handle the blessing coming your way, and you need to know how to react when his world begins to crumble, because the spiritual wheels are already turning in your favor. You must not feel sorry for him. This is the hardest part for an empath like you. Your natural instinct is to run back and save him, but you cannot interfere with divine justice. If you try to save him now, you will absorb the karma meant for him, and you will block the monumental blessing heaven is preparing for you. You must remain in your quiet authority. Let the universe handle the man who mishandled your precious heart. I want you to type 1111 in the comments right now to claim this peace. Acknowledge that you are finally ready to release him to the universe. Your season of being a footstool for his ego is permanently over. You are stepping into a powerful transition. The pain was real, but the purpose behind it is absolutely monumental. Listen to me closely. You have been looking at this betrayal all wrong. You thought it was a punishment because you did not do enough for him. You believed that if you just loved him harder, he would eventually change. But heaven needs you to see the absolute truth today. This painful event was never about your inadequacy. It was a divine redirection designed to pull you out of a dangerous situation. Your kindness was never a weakness. It was a rigorous divine test that you did not even know you were taking, and you passed with absolute flying colors. The universe watched you give your last drop of energy to a man who offered nothing in return. Heaven saw your pure heart, but God had to remove him from your life because your upcoming blessing is far too massive. You cannot enter your season of quiet authority with a parasite attached to your frequency. He was never meant to be your final destination. He was a temporary assignment to teach you the true value of your own light. You had to experience the deepest darkness to realize how brightly you actually shine. The isolation you feel right now is not a symptom of human loneliness. It is a powerful protective shield. God is keeping you hidden in a divine quarantine so you can heal without further contamination from his toxic energy. You are the cycle breaker of your bloodline. The generational trauma was supposed to continue, but it stops entirely with you. When that man walked away, he thought he left you completely broken and unable to function. He thought you would never recover from the emotional damage, but he actually did you a massive favor. He accidentally broke the chains of your survival mode. You are no longer just surviving. You are preparing to rule your new reality. There are no coincidences in the life of a chosen one. Every single heartbreak is a carefully orchestrated divine appointment. You might feel like you lost precious years of your life to him. You might mourn the time and money you wasted trying to build a future together. But heaven is stepping in to multiply what the enemy stole. God delay is not a denial. It is the exactness required to prepare you for the real harvest. The universe knows exactly how much it cost you to keep your heart pure. You walked through the fire completely alone. You offered him grace when he deserved absolute fury. That is the true mark of a healer. You absorb the pain of the world and try to transform it into love. But you cannot heal a person who is secretly committed to staying broken. Your spiritual assignment with him has officially expired, and your soul is finally free. Do not regret the love you gave him. Your love was pure, and it belongs completely to you. It simply bounced off a surface that was too damaged to absorb it. He was a dark mirror showing you exactly what you do not deserve. Heaven had to let him break your heart so you would finally let him go. If he had not shown his true colors, you would have stayed forever. But we need to address the physical reality of what you are going through. Your spirit is willing, but your body feels incredibly heavy. The betrayal did not just break your heart. It hijacked your entire nervous system. You feel a thick fog covering your thoughts. You struggle to make simple decisions, and your creativity feels completely blocked by an invisible wall. This is a natural biological reaction to prolonged spiritual warfare. You have spent months in a constant state of hypervigilance. You were always trying to anticipate his moods and prevent his sudden anger. That constant stress physically altered how your mind operates. Your brain had to shut down its higher functions just to survive the daily emotional abuse. And now that he is gone, your mind is still stuck in that defensive posture. You need a physical restoration to match your spiritual awakening. I want to pause and name something important before we go on. Over the past 20 years, a neurologist in New York, Dr. Daniel Barone, has been studying a profound discovery that won the Nobel Prize back in 1981. The scientists proved that the two hemispheres of your human brain were designed to work in perfect sync, but in most adults who face severe trauma, that synchronization quietly switches off. Dr. Barone built something from that research to restore it. It is called the genius switch. I am not going to explain the whole of it yet. We will discuss it when the time is right. For now, I just want you to hold one vital question in your mind. What if the fog you feel was never your age and never your discipline? What if something was simply switched off and can be switched back on? Keep that thought anchored in your spirit as we move forward, because you are about to reclaim every single thing that this man maliciously took from you. Before we talk about the specific judgments falling upon him, you must understand his true nature. You keep trying to analyze his behavior using normal human logic. You wonder how someone who claimed to love you could lie so easily. You ask yourself how he can sleep at night after causing so much destruction. But you are applying a pure heart to a severely darkened spirit. He is not operating on your frequency. People like him are empty vessels walking through the world. They lack their own internal source of light, so they must hunt for chosen ones like you to survive. He did not target you because you were an easy victim. He targeted you because your spiritual energy is incredibly potent. He wanted to consume your light to fill his massive void. They never actually hated you. They hated the bright light inside you that constantly exposed their hidden darkness. Your presence alone made him feel deeply inadequate. Your honesty made him choke on his own lies, so he had to tear you down to make himself feel powerful. He projected his own shame onto you, so he would not have to face his own reflection in the mirror. But heaven does not let this kind of spiritual theft go unpunished. You might think he is living his best life right now. You might see him smiling and acting like he won the grand prize. That is a complete illusion. The Matrix wants you to believe the wicked always prosper, but a divine decree has already been issued against him in the unseen realm, and the scales are rebalancing. Here is the first thing that will happen when a man hurts a chosen woman. His spiritual cover is instantly removed. When he was with you, your pure energy acted as a protective shield over his life. Your prayers kept him completely safe. Your favor with God spilled over onto him, and he enjoyed amazing blessings that he did not actually earn through his own actions. He thought he was just lucky. He thought his sudden success was all his own doing. He had no idea that you were the only reason his life was holding together. And the exact moment he betrayed you, that umbrella of divine protection was permanently ripped away. He is now completely exposed to the harsh elements of the spiritual realm. The unearned favor is entirely gone. Every single door that opened because of your lingering energy is now slamming shut in his face. You will start to notice a strange pattern in his life. Things that used to come easy to him will suddenly become incredibly difficult. The people who used to blindly support him will start to pull away for no logical reason. He is walking into a season of extreme vulnerability, and he has absolutely no idea that his own actions triggered this sudden atmospheric shift. This leads directly to the second thing that will happen to him. A profound and unexplainable confusion will strike his mind. He relies heavily on his charm and manipulation to get through life. He thinks he can talk his way out of any consequence because it always worked in the past. But the universe is sending a heavy spirit of confusion into his camp. His grand plans will fail. His calculated strategies will suddenly backfire on him. He will start making reckless decisions that destroy his own reputation. The very traps he tried to set for you will become his own personal prison. You do not have to lift a single finger to defend yourself today. God is acting as your personal defense attorney right now. The universe is turning his own deceitful words against him, and the truth is bleeding out for everyone to see. People who once believed his lies about you are starting to finally wake up. They are beginning to sense the heavy, toxic energy he carries. His carefully constructed fake image is cracking under the pressure. He is panicking because he cannot control the narrative anymore. The mask is slipping, and the entire world is about to see the real monster hiding underneath. You might feel a sudden urge to check on him or look at his social media. Do not do it. Gently, like this video right now, as a physical declaration to the universe that you are in total alignment with this justice. Do not disrupt the karma that is currently hunting him down. Your silence is your greatest weapon in this exact moment. He is waiting for you to react because he wants your attention to feed his starving ego. Starve him completely. Give him nothing but your absolute absence. We are only at the beginning of his downfall. Listen to me very carefully for the next steps. When a chosen one withdraws their precious energy, the energy vampire begins to rapidly suffocate. You are stepping out of the victim role and taking your rightful place on the throne. The man who tried to bury you did not realize you were a seed planted by God. He is about to watch you bloom while his own harvest turns to bitter ashes. Stay focused on your own beautiful healing. The third thing that will happen is a desperate search for your replacement. He thinks he can easily find another woman to fill the massive void you left behind. He will quickly jump into a new relationship to prove to the world he is perfectly fine, but he is in for a rude spiritual awakening today. No one else carries your specific divine signature. He will try to extract the same pure love and devotion from his new supply, but the new person will only mirror his own toxic and shallow energy back to him. He will feel incredibly empty even when he is sitting in a crowded room. The superficial connections will never satisfy his starving spirit. He will secretly compare every single person to your grace. Your absence will become a heavy ghost haunting his everyday life. He will look at his new reality and slowly realize he made a catastrophic mistake. He threw away a priceless diamond to pick up worthless stones from the dirt. But the universe will firmly block him from ever returning to your sacred space. You are completely sealed off from his desperate attempts to return. He might try to send you a message or reach out through mutual friends. Do not open that door under any circumstances. He does not miss you. He only misses the amazing benefits of your protective light. He wants to plug back into your energy source because his own battery is completely drained. Let him stay exactly where his bad choices placed him. This brings us to the fourth inevitable thing that will strike his life. A profound restlessness will completely destroy his ability to find any true peace. He used to sleep so soundly because your protective energy was constantly covering his soul. Now he will wake up in the middle of the night feeling an unexplainable and heavy dread. The intense anxiety he tried to force onto you is now returning to its rightful owner. He will try to distract himself with work, alcohol, and superficial entertainment. But the quiet moments will become absolute torture for his guilty conscience. Heaven is forcing him to finally sit alone with his own darkened reflection. He cannot run from his spiritual debt. You must understand that karma does not always look like a sudden lightning strike. Sometimes it looks like a slow and painful unraveling of a person's mind. He will lose his sense of direction, and his confidence will slowly crumble away. The arrogance he showed you will be replaced by a deep and silent insecurity. The universe is stripping away his false pride. While heaven is busy dealing with his consequences, we must focus on your personal recovery. You survived the betrayal, but you are still carrying the heavy physical aftermath. The spiritual warfare drained your energy and left your mind entirely clouded. You try to pray and meditate, but your thoughts feel scattered and completely broken. You wonder why you cannot just snap out of this deep exhaustion. You feel frustrated because your spiritual faith is strong, but your physical brain is lagging behind. Here is what truly matters right now. The immense distance you feel is not only spiritual, because there is a very real neurological layer to it, and it is completely restorable. You cannot fix this through more effort or through a different prayer routine. You need the specific physical restoration that Dr. Barone and his team spent 20 years building. Your sheer willpower cannot simply reconnect what modern life and severe trauma quietly switched off. Something from the outside has to step in and open that channel again. The severe emotional stress you endured literally disconnected your whole brain activation. You cannot just think your way out of a biological and neurological shutdown. The receiver inside your mind needs to be properly repaired before you can hear heaven clearly again. Do not judge yourself for feeling lost when your internal wiring is temporarily disconnected. Take a deep breath and let that truth settle into your tired spirit. You are not failing your spiritual journey because you feel mentally exhausted today. The Creator deeply understands the severe limitations of your human nervous system. You just need the right tool to unlock the brilliant genius that is still trapped inside of you. The man who hurt you wanted to leave you in this state of permanent confusion. He wanted you to doubt your own sanity and lose your divine connection. But heaven is providing a physical means to support your complete spiritual restoration. Your shift is ready, but your mind simply needs to be reconnected to receive it fully. Your soul has already forgiven the past, but your nervous system is still fighting the war. You sit down to read or focus on your purpose, and a heavy cloud descends over your eyes. You used to have a brilliant memory, but now you forget simple words during conversations. The enemy wants you to believe that you are just getting old or losing your sharp edge. But I need to speak directly to the profound biological reality of your current situation. Your spirit is absolutely willing and ready to step into this new season of abundance. But the receiver in your physical body is heavily damaged from years of emotional abuse. You have been praying for a massive breakthrough, and sometimes the answer comes as a tangible restoration. God often uses the natural realm to unlock the spiritual, and heaven is releasing a tool for you. There is a study that won the Nobel Prize in 1981, not from a church, but from a research laboratory. Dr. Roger Sperry proved that two hemispheres of the human brain were perfectly designed to work in sync. And a neurologist in New York, Dr. Daniel Barone, spent 20 years turning that discovery into something you can actually use. The reason your mind feels foggy is not your age, and it is definitely not your weakness. The two hemispheres simply fell out of synchronization over time. You lost the whole brain activation that was your default state at 8 years old. Almost all children have this activation, but very few adults keep it. His team compressed over an hour of clinical neural sync technology into a simple 8-minute auditory sequence. You only need headphones and your eyes closed for 8 short minutes a day. That is the entire physical requirement to begin your profound healing journey. Listen to me. This is not a meditation, and it is not a magic trick. It is pure hemisphere synchronization, which is a completely different mechanism entirely. It works quietly beneath your awareness while you rest in your safe sanctuary. You do not have to struggle alone anymore. A woman in California who had tried prayer and journaling for years felt completely stuck. She said that after 10 days of using this, a channel that had been blocked was suddenly wide open. It happened not because she tried harder, but because the physical receiver in her mind had been fully repaired. This specific restoration is absolutely not for everyone. It is for the chosen one who understands that God prepared not only the promise, but the mind that must walk into it. It is for the person who has been sincere for years and kept returning even when the physical evidence would not cooperate. Most people will scroll past this message, but you are still here listening. That is the exact kind of persistence this was built for. They call it the genius switch. Colleagues said it would be an incredible bargain even at $500. An in-person neurofeedback session is $300 an hour, and a home machine costs $7,000. It was released at $49 originally, and today, on this exact page, it is $10 less, making it just $39. You also receive 4 free companions, including a grocery guide and a classic manifestation text. But there is one vital thing worth naming before you take this step. If you search YouTube or Spotify for the name, you will find fake tracks that carry the title. His team studied them, and most had absolutely no neural sync technology embedded inside at all. The name is easy to copy, but the powerful mechanism is not. The direct page is the only verified source, and that is exactly where the link points. Do not settle for the hollow copies circulating online. This is a completely risk-free covenant for your peace of mind. Listen once or listen 80 times without any worry. If it does not do for you what it has done for 18,000 people, every single dollar returns with no conditions. So, if your tired spirit finally resonates, the link is in the description and the pinned comment below. This is the only place it safely exists. Walk through the door with the receiver restored before this window closes. The enemy wants you to hesitate and stay trapped in the mental fog forever. He knows that once your mind is fully restored, you will become entirely unstoppable. A clear mind is the most dangerous weapon a chosen one can possess in this spiritual war. Take this step of faith to reclaim the brilliant genius that was stolen from you. God has prepared the table, and now your mind is ready to sit at it. Your silence and your mental clarity will be your greatest revenge against the man who tried to break you. I know exactly what your tired mind is whispering right now. You might think you have already tried absolutely everything to heal. You listened to brainwaves on the internet and sat in quiet meditation. But those generic tracks only address a tiny part of the picture. This is true hemisphere synchronization, which is a completely different mechanism and a different category of result. Your logical mind might worry about spending $39 today. But consider that a home machine costs $7,000 and clinics charge hundreds. He cut out the middlemen entirely to bring this directly to you. And remember that if it does not work after 100 listens, every single cent returns. It is a deposit you can easily recall, not a permanent commitment. You are entirely shielded by a sacred guarantee. You might wonder why this is not freely available on YouTube or Spotify. There are many tracks with the name, but his team studied them deeply. Most had absolutely no neural sync embedded inside them. The real sequence took 20 years to build. That is exactly why it is only found on his verified and official page. Walk forward with absolute peace and a quiet mind. Your restoration is fully protected by the universe. Now let us return to the massive divine justice unfolding on your behalf. While heaven is actively restoring your brilliant mind, the universe is dismantling his false empire. This brings us to the fifth thing that will happen to the man who hurt you. A sudden and severe depletion of his earthly resources will strike him. He used to thrive, off the abundant blessings that naturally flowed through your pure spirit. Your presence brought a massive wave of divine provision into his daily life. He thought his financial success was due to his own clever actions, but heaven is about to show him the absolute and painful truth. The money will start slipping through his fingers like dry sand. Opportunities that were practically guaranteed will suddenly vanish without any logical explanation. The universe is completely cutting off his unearned supply. He will desperately try to recreate the success he enjoyed when you were standing beside him. But heaven has securely locked the door to his stolen prosperity. He will watch his carefully built empire slowly crumble to the ground. He will frantically search for a way to stop the bleeding, but the harder he works, the faster his resources will completely drain away. He will finally realize that you were the true source of his good fortune all along, and he will have no one to blame but his own wicked heart. This leads directly to the sixth monumental thing that will happen to him. A complete collapse of his public image is absolutely inevitable. When he walked away, he probably tried to control the false narrative. He whispered toxic lies to mutual friends and tried to paint you as the villain. He launched a quiet smear campaign to protect his fragile ego from the truth. But God is stepping in to vindicate your holy name today. The people who blindly believed his toxic lies are going to wake up abruptly. They will start noticing the glaring inconsistencies in his endless stories. His mask of perfection is going to crack wide open in a very public way. The universe is removing the thick veil of deception he wore so proudly. Everyone will finally see the empty and manipulative person he truly is beneath the surface. He will lose the respect of people he desperately wants to impress. The honor he tried to steal from you is returning directly to your crown. His social circles will slowly reject his dark and heavy energy. They will naturally distance themselves from his chaotic life. He will be left completely alone with his ruined reputation. You do not have to speak a single word in your own defense today. Your silence is wisdom under absolute control. Heaven is acting as your fierce protector and your ultimate judge. The people who judged you falsely will feel a deep sense of profound spiritual regret when the truth comes to light. They will realize they sided with the enemy against a true masterpiece of God. You must remain entirely unbothered by his dramatic downfall. Do not let his rising panic pull you back into his chaotic world. The scales of cosmic justice are tipping heavily in your favor right now. We are approaching the final and most devastating judgment that heaven has reserved for him. You endured the absolute worst of his character without seeking revenge. You cried in your car when nobody was watching, and you felt deeply drained. That is because your spirit was doing the heavy lifting for him. You absorbed his dark chaos so he could walk around with a fake smile. But the Lord says your shift as his spiritual bodyguard is permanently over. Listen to me carefully, because your soul desperately needs to hear this verdict. We have reached the seventh and most terrifying thing that will happen to him. A permanent and agonizing spiritual void will consume his entire existence. He will spend the rest of his life searching for a love that feels exactly like yours, but he will never find it anywhere. God is making him fully aware of the priceless treasure he carelessly destroyed. The blinders are coming off his eyes right now. He will look back at the gentle way you loved him, and a crushing wave of regret will hit his chest. He will realize that you were a once-in-a-lifetime divine gift, and he foolishly threw you away for cheap and meaningless thrills. This dark realization will become his ultimate spiritual prison. He will have to live with the heavy knowledge that he ruined the best thing that ever happened to him. No amount of money or superficial success will ever fill that massive hole in his soul. Heaven has permanently marked him with the painful memory of your pure and unconditional grace. And now, I need you to put your hand over your heart. Take a deep breath and prepare to receive this massive shift. I declare right now that the season of you being a footstool for his ego is permanently over. The universe is completely flipping the script in your favor. The divine justice you prayed for in secret is finally arriving at your front door. Those who sat at tables and spoke poorly of your name are about to witness a miracle. God is preparing a massive feast for you right in front of their eyes. You do not have to lift a single finger to prove them wrong. You do not have to defend your character. Heaven has stepped in as your ultimate defense attorney to clear your beautiful name today. Watch his camp panic as your peace becomes entirely untouchable. In the mighty name of the Creator, I break every generational cycle that has tried to wrap its heavy chains around your beautiful mind. The silent warfare stops with you. The broken relationships stop with you. You are the ultimate cycle breaker of your entire bloodline. I decree that the heavy and suffocating mantle of survival mode is falling off your shoulders right in this exact second. You are no longer just surviving the brutal attacks of the enemy. You are stepping into a divine and unprecedented season of total abundance. Breathe it out right now. The spiritual war you fought in absolute secret has officially been won. The elite system is terrified because they cannot control a chosen one who knows their exact worth. They wanted you exhausted and mentally drained so you would settle for mere crumbs. But an unstoppable shift has just fractured their dark system. The divine frequency of abundance is overriding every single delay in your life. God is unlocking a mega deposit of wealth. You are not at the bottom anymore. You are holding the sacred keys to the kingdom. And for the chosen one who felt something stir when the mind was named earlier, that door is still open in the description. A small step, taken from a clear mind, has changed entire seasons. You are fully equipped to handle the massive blessing coming your way. The enemy tried to break your mind to stop you from reaching this exact moment. He used that toxic man as a weapon to drain your spiritual battery. But the weapon completely failed against your divine armor. You survived the intense wilderness. You walked through the blazing fire and came out completely purified. Heaven knows exactly how much it cost you. You kept your spirit clean in a world that tried so hard to make you bitter. Your gentle kindness is about to be rewarded on a massive scale. The doors that slammed shut were never a denial of your destiny. They were a divine quarantine. God was cleansing your inner circle so he could safely drop the mega deposit into your waiting hands today. Every tear you cried in the dark is being converted into a tangible blessing. The universe is paying you back with compound interest for the immense pain he caused you. The people who doubted your vision will stand in absolute awe of your sudden rise. Your vindication will be loud, undeniable, and perfectly timed by the loving hand of the Creator. The massive financial pressure is lifting off your chest. The deep emotional exhaustion is fading away into the brilliant light. You have successfully crossed the finish line of this brutal test. You are stepping out of the shadows and taking your rightful place on the throne. Feel the massive weight completely leave your body. You are finally free. Now that the victory is completely yours, you must learn how to protect it. The universe has handed you a massive blessing today, but a blessing mishandled can easily turn into a heavy burden. You are stepping into the final phase of your profound transformation. You must master the sacred art of absolute silence to protect your beautiful new frequency. When his life begins to fall apart, word will eventually reach you. People will want to tell you how much he is suffering right now. They will expect you to gloat or show some kind of explosive reaction. But you must give them absolutely nothing. Do not celebrate his painful downfall in public and do not offer a single word of pity for his completely ruined state. Silence is never a weakness. Silence is immense wisdom under perfect control. Calm is your new spiritual authority. Let people completely misunderstand your quiet nature. You no longer need to explain your precious soul to people who are committed to misunderstanding your spirit. Your pure energy is way too expensive to spend on their cheap drama and toxic gossip today. From this exact moment forward, your peaceful presence alone will command deep respect. Your silence will be your sharpest weapon against the enemy. He might even try to crawl back when he realizes what he permanently lost. He will send a text or try to orchestrate an accidental meeting to test your boundaries. You must keep that heavy iron door completely shut forever. If you allow him back into your sacred space, you will restart the brutal cycle. You are officially released from the heavy burden of healing people who want to stay broken. You are not a rehabilitation center for damaged men. You are a masterpiece of the loving Creator, and a masterpiece belongs in a highly protected and incredibly peaceful spiritual sanctuary. You must also prepare to manage the massive provision coming your way. God is releasing a mega deposit of wealth and clarity into your hands. Do not brag about your sudden elevation on social media. Do not show off your new blessings to people who secretly want you to fail. Keep your beautiful harvest completely hidden until its roots are deep and entirely untouchable. You might feel a sudden wave of guilt when you see him finally face his karma. Your empathic heart will want to step in and soften the heavy blow for him. But you must resist that urge with everything inside of you. If you try to save him from his divine punishment, you will accidentally absorb the karma meant for him. Let the universe handle his spiritual debt completely. You did not survive this betrayal simply because you are incredibly tough. You survived this dark nightmare because you are divinely chosen. God placed a massive purpose inside of your heart that no man can ever destroy. You are not starting over from the very beginning today. You are just finishing the brutal preparation for your beautiful and deeply abundant destiny. I want to pray a final seal of divine protection over your tired spirit right now. In the mighty name of heaven, I completely lock the spiritual doors around your life. No weapon formed against your beautiful mind will ever prosper. The toxic cords connecting you to his dark energy are permanently cut and thrown directly into the burning fire of absolute justice. I decree that your sleep will be deeply peaceful and restorative tonight. You will wake up tomorrow morning with a clear mind and a very light heart. The heavy confusion is entirely gone. The dark fog has lifted from your tired eyes. You are finally stepping out of the brutal survival mode and entering your beautiful season of quiet authority. Heaven is moving on your behalf. Take one deep breath slowly and let this profound truth wash over your soul. Type 777 in the comments below to permanently seal this powerful energy. We do not ask for comments to boost some random algorithm on the internet. We do it as a physical seal of your absolute spiritual agreement. Gently like this video right now to show the universe you are finally ready. Subscribe to this safe sanctuary and turn on the notification bell immediately. Do this so the enemy cannot intercept your future messages from heaven. God is going to send you many more specific instructions in the coming days. You need to keep your frequency locked onto this exact channel. Share this urgent message with someone your spirit brings to mind right now before it is gone. Heaven knows exactly who needs to hear this specific truth today. You are the quiet victor of this long and exhausting spiritual war. Stay totally silent, stay firmly grounded, and watch heaven multiply your beautiful harvest. Welcome to your beautiful new reality, chosen one.